Turning to a developing story out of Marinette County, 3 people are dead after a crash in the town of Stevenson. Deputies say the crash happened just before 9:30 last night. An early investigation indicated a vehicle being driven by 60-year-old Daniel Marinette of Berlin was traveling west on Moonshine Hill Road when he failed to stop at a stop sign, colliding with the vehicle heading north on County Highway A, driven by 71-year-old Thomas Robe from Oak Creek. Marinette was not wearing a seatbelt and was thrown from the vehicle, where he died from his injuries. Robe and his passenger, 68-year-old Sharon Robe, also died. The crash tonight remains under investigation. Taking